I'm on the podcast for the creatives with Brooke. What are you doing?
Welcome to the For the Creatives podcast. Hello, welcome back to For the Creatives. Okay, my name is Brooke Christina. You may notice a little something different going on here, okay? It is Women's History Month. We're in pink satin. We have rosé, okay? And joining us is Miss Ashlee Marie, okay? Creative strategist and entrepreneur who's all about connecting the creatives.
Yes.
So, Miss Ashlee, how are you?
I'm well. How are you? Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. I'm glad to have you here. First of all, I just want to say that you're doing great things, okay?
Thank you.
And I see it. I think a lot of people see it. So that's why I wanted to have you on here, because we need to share all the things that you're doing. Yes, of course. I also feel like we kind of have like a similar trajectory as well, because we're all about connecting creatives and just also implementing a safe place for them as well. So, but before we jump right in, we're gonna cheers. Okay.
Yes.
We're going to cheers to the women that inspire us and to the women that we're becoming as well. So a little clink clink.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. And look at these glasses.
So cute. Love the branding.
So I really always start at the beginning. Obviously, you mentioned that you were a jack of all trades.
Yes.
Which I love.
Well, a Jill of all trades.
A Jill of all. Oh, yeah, you're right.
A Jill of all trades, yes.
But I do want to start off with talking about your upbringing a little bit. So, like, you grew up in Brooklyn.
Yes.
I want to know what type of teen were you? Did you grow up just very extroverted, very ambitious? Were you always that way?
So growing up, I call myself a coconut because I grew up very Caribbean.
Okay.
I actually taught myself a lot of black culture when I got to college. So my childhood consisted of travel, arts, theater, dance, and food.
Okay.
So that's what my childhood consisted of. So I didn't really have like the on the block experience, having, playing with my friends outside. My mom, not sheltered, but I had a very supervised childhood. My mom worked from home.
Okay.
So that kind of impacted my relationships with people and the activities that I was participating in. But I've always been super creative. My mom is also very creative as well. She studied 3 languages. She taught kids. So a lot of arts and crafts and things like that really spoke to my childhood and who I am today. And I'm super grateful for that.
That's beautiful. So you took up a lot from her as well.
Yes.
That's amazing. I love hearing, Black women just really investing in their education too. And because knowledge is power, right?
Yes, it is. Sure is.
How did we get to Miss Jill of all trades?
So my mom says that I have a hot foot. I just can't sit. I'm very on the go, and I get that actually from my dad, this very hustler concept. I actually grew up with 2 entrepreneurs as parents.
And you grew up in New York too?
I grew up in New York, and they're Caribbean as well. So just seeing them work hard for what they had to give us the life that we had, the roof over our heads. I was able to go to college debt-free. Like, these are all the things that I saw that my parents did to instill in me to make sure that I was a hard worker as well. I had my first corporate job actually at 15. I was a peer educator. I taught kids, I was a kid myself, but I was teaching my kids around the city sex education and just healthy practices. I spoke about media literacy, what that meant, pronouns, when that was a new concept back then. So a lot of my upbringing did start in the corporate setting. So we'll get to where I am now, but
That's amazing. Because you definitely do a lot.
Yes.
Is this something that you always wanted to do? Is it like
I think I feel like I'm capable of doing anything that I put my mind to.
Right.
And I just feel like the world is my oyster, so why not? I am a workaholic. I will say I am very much a certified workaholic. But it brings me joy. I like the things that I do. I like the impact that it has. And working with different people and learning new things. I'm always down to just learn something new.
Absolutely. So, I feel the same way, because you mentioned that your parents are Caribbean, so are mine. My mom is Jamaican, dad is Trini. So, and they also are immigrants as well. So I always tell people, like, I gained my hustler mentality from them because they had to work all the way from the bottom all the way to the top.
Yep.
You know, they didn't have any handouts. So I think that's just the way that I also just maneuver around life.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you work hard, you're going to get exactly what you want.
Amen.
So you have your business.
Yes.
Createor Network.
Yes.
What moment made you realize that that needed to exist? What made you want to get into that?
So that actually came about from me attending CultureCon in 2023. I was actually going by myself, and I posted on my story like, hey, like, I'm going by myself, anyone want to join? And a couple girls like hit me up and like, oh, like, I'd like to go. And I just made a group chat. I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
And we all linked up, and it was, as you know, it's a 2-day event. So we met up on both days. And then at the end, I had what used to be Taj, a section at Taj, and I invited everyone, and we just had like, it was just like the perfect way to end such a great weekend with connecting with new people. And from then I was just like, if I didn't take that step to put it out there that I was going alone, would this have ever happened?
Right.
And I realized that after CultureCon, we were still in communication with one another, supporting each other's content, sharing ideas, having good, healthy discourse. I was just like, this is such a great group. Like, this should be bigger.
Yeah.
And in December of 2023, I was just like, I think I want to do something, and I want to call it the Createor Network. And I sat on it for a year. 2024, I was silent. I actually like went through this like MBA program trying to help build it, but it wasn't the right fit for me. And then in 2025, I was just like, okay, my birthday's coming up. I know people are going to come out for me, but I want this to be the official launch of the Createor Network. So I used my birthday as the launch date, and it was a success. I had it at the 7. It was really cool. I had so many signups, and the room had about 100 people came throughout the night. And it was such a great, great, great moment.
That's beautiful. I think obviously we need events like that too, because first of all, we're always going to events and we're always on our phones, and it's always that damn phone.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so we need events where we're actually interacting with each other. That, you know, I love also when hosts implement interactive activities too, where it's like, okay, I think sometimes we get a little shy to talk to people. I know me, like, I'm still working on actually learning how to network. We didn't have that course in college, which first of all should be a course. But like, I went to an event yesterday and I was like, listen, I'm going to initiate the conversation first. Sometimes you can't, you know, wait on people to do it. If you want something, go do that. And I think also people go into networking with the wrong mindset. It's not about what can you do for me, it's what can we do together.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, which is literally the whole purpose of the event. When you come in, you get a bag, and it's like your networking kit. You get a game, it's been bingo so far, 3 conversation cards, and a business card that's blank that you fill out with your information. And it's kind of like Love Island, where you hand it to your strongest connection. So I give you the tools to be able to foster those connections. You also get a wristband that correlates to your niche or industry that you're in. And I'm actually guiding everyone on the mic, like, okay, get into groups of 4. So your media, let's say your band is green. So get into groups of 4 with all green. So now you're working within your network. It might be someone that you've seen on Instagram or someone that you've been looking to meet with. And this is how they... the questions are designed to help ask questions within those groups. So let's say question number 2, it's basically asking, like, what are you currently working on that I can support you on? So now this is cross collaboration within your niche. And then after that, we'll switch again, but now it's to expand your network. So now you're getting into groups of 4 or more with different wristbands. So now you're cross collaborating in different industries, and you're learning about what people are doing, how you can cross collaborate, and things like that. I think a lot of people think that they can't, or they don't have a lot in common with people that are not in their same industry. But you realize that there's so much more Everything
that you can
is
learn.
intertwined.
Right, exactly. Absolutely. So obviously you're known for connecting people. So aside from what you told me about your strategy for your events, what is your personal approach to networking?
So my personal approach for networking, essentially, it's about making sure, when I walk in a room, I used to think like, oh, I have to meet everyone.
Right.
No. literally walk in there and identify 3 key people that you see as valuable to you and that you can also be valuable to them as well. And it's not about the quantity, it's the quality of people that you meet. Absolutely. And I've recognized that, like, I'll go to events, I'm just like, damn, like, I only spoke to one person. Yeah. But it's just like, but no, that one person is all I needed. You know what I'm saying? There's people that I've met, and it's so crazy that I can tell, like, if I, like, oh yeah, like, how did we meet again? And it always goes back to someone else, and then someone else. It's literally like a web or a tree of just all the connections that I've made, and I'm just like, I still try to keep up with them, check in with them. It's more than an Instagram like. It's always about, like, going out, you know, having a lunch, a coffee, going out to an event or something. But just maintaining, that's the issue I feel like they have right now, is just the maintaining of the relationships is very hard to do so.
Right. I think that's, first of all, you'll meet somebody, you know, we'll get each other's information, we'll connect, and then we'll never actually connect. It's like, but I love and I appreciate when people send me, like, a message or DM after. Like, it was nice meeting you, let's stay in contact. And I know that things also, like, things happen, life be lifing, okay? But at the same time, I appreciate that so much. Because I do want to connect. I think that's the only way we can make things happen.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, I love that so much. There's one thing I really want to touch on, and my intern pointed this out because even I saw it too, but you wrote on Threads how you felt about transitioning, you know, to a 9-to-5 eventually. And I mean, for me personally, I very much value honesty and transparency, because I think a lot of people like to flex like they got it and shit. And entrepreneurship is hard. It is hard. It's ghetto. Okay. And, you know, it's difficult, but I want you to, you know, talk to me a little bit about where you're at right now with, you know, that.
So I'm coming from, and it's just, I guess this goes back to my story. So I went to school for criminal justice, homeland security, and sociology. Okay. I wanted to be in the FBI. Oh. Yes, I wanted to be a profiler. I was obsessed with Criminal Minds since the age of 8. My show. I can watch that entire series over and over again, and it's literally like my love it.
Who's your favorite character?
Penelope.
Penelope. Oh, she's
I
so
love
cute.
Penelope. So then, oh my God, Hotch.
Oh, I love him.
Love Hotch. Love the cast. Like, oh my God, 10 out of 10 series.
I love JJ.
Yes, everyone. So I was obsessed with the show. And then, funny enough, on the second floor of my house, we used to have tenants in my parents' house. And the lady that lived there, she went to John Jay. Okay. So I immediately just associated. I was just like, I want to be in the FBI. I want to go to criminal justice school. John Jay it is. And then I got older, and I'm just like, no, I'm not staying in the city. Right. I'm going elsewhere. I'm outside. So that's when I found out about the University of Albany. So I went to UA, love UA down. That's where I have literally my entire friend group is from there. And I studied crim and sociology with a homeland security minor. And I wanted to go the FBI route. The FBI headquarters was literally down the street. Like, they came to our school to recruit. Okay. Until I got to college chemistry, I said, this is not for me. I was great in high school, but that college,
it was different.
Child, it was different. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to focus on the theories and mindsets. Okay. And that's where I went the super social route, which I literally had a great time in college. I loved everything that I learned. And I had a great time. And I secured my full-time position before I graduated. I was working for the district attorney. Okay. I was a restorative justice coordinator. And essentially, I ran a program called CAB, which is called a Community Accountability Board. So essentially, I kept Black and brown people out of jail, which was amazing. Incredible. Yeah. I was able to get people back on their feet, whether they needed a GED, jobs, go back to college, whatever it was, I was able to help them get back on the right track and then get their records expunged as well. If they successfully completed the program and stayed out of trouble for 6 months. But most of them, I was on top of them and they did. But then the pandemic happened. So that's why I call it my pandemic pivot. And I started utilizing my platform to spread awareness to Black-owned businesses. I feel like that was just such a hard, trying time for a lot of people. So I had people send me their products, and I would do reviews and things like that. I was a pandemic chef. I was doing,
Okay,
I was everything.
You was doing everything.
Everything.
Okay.
I was teaching y'all how to make jerk chicken tacos, everything. I was doing it all. And then I started my other business, which is creative consulting, the Takeover, in January of 2021. And I was working with a lot of beauty entrepreneurs, and then I segued into hospitality in 2022. And that's how I started working in restaurants and hospitality, and then events and all the things. How did I get here? I had a 9-to-5. I quit. Now I'm in this entrepreneur state, and it's just going back to Black businesses, which is my main market.
Right.
Unfortunately, they're not given the same tools, funding, resources. So I found myself, although as a social media manager, I was essentially a project manager, trying to get the content, trying to do this, do that, implement systems. And it was just like, I'm not getting paid enough to do this. And it's unfortunate. Like, I want to help you, but
you got bills to pay.
I have bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? So it started to become this thing of, I wasn't having fun with it anymore. And when I quit my job, I said, the next thing that I get into, I want to have fun, because I realized how much like just working for $1 can just change your life and how sad people could get. Because I try to live a pretty positive life. So I said, I want to have fun with what I do and also make money. And it has ebbs and flows. Like, you have your times. It's literally invoice to invoice. And I'm in a space right now. I just moved. I need more stability. And I feel like with our current
president,
climate, everything
to go broke.
Yeah, I just need that. And I feel like I will never ever stop doing what I love to do. It's just that I think it was draining me because I was a slave to my work, and it wasn't becoming fun anymore. So I think right now, especially too, like what I do currently, that wasn't any, like those jobs didn't really exist back then. So now seeing like I can make X amount of dollars in a corporate setting doing what I do already, man, watch out, sign me up. Sign me up. I need it.
You know what's crazy though? I was like, I think it's so funny because a lot of people don't want 9-to-5s anymore. And
give it to me.
Yeah. I mean, I just got a 9-to-5 because I had quit when I graduated from college about a year ago, right? All of 2025, child, that shit had me deep down. Because I was doing part-time jobs back to back. And I, again, like as much as it was flexible to do what I needed to do, I couldn't fund the things. I wasn't stable. I was like stressing. And now that I have it, I have Mondays and Fridays off, okay? Remote. I got Tuesdays through Thursdays in the office. We chilling, okay? That's a good balance.
It is.
And I'm making, you know, I'm able to fund the things I need to do.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people don't understand. You can do both.
Yes, you can.
You can do both. Now, again, my last job, I was working 5 days straight in person. So it can be taxing. It can be tiring. So I understand that. But also, like you said, like, stability, once you get to an age, it's like, listen, you got to understand what you want for your future.
30 is knocking on my door.
Girl, how old are you?
I'm 28. I'm turning 29 in December.
You look like you're 23.
Oh, thanks.
Why is everybody's older? But you guys look so young. Because Black don't crack.
Yes, yes.
I saw this post this morning that said, like, if you want to be in entrepreneurship, prepare to go broke. And I think a lot of people definitely quit in that phase. And I don't think you should quit. You know what I mean? Obviously, the first 2 years, you may not see that return, but you're eventually going to keep on going. And that's why I even respond to that comment. I said, keep on going. Get your 9-to-5, but keep on going. You can do both, right? The job is meant to fund the business. So you can keep on making events and creating events because we need this, right? Doesn't mean you have to give up on it. And I think also, people don't understand that when it comes to entrepreneurship, you are your own everything. You're your own HR. You're your own marketing. You're your own you're your own therapist sometimes, your own
Yep.
motivator, because you still have to keep on going even when you don't want to. You know what I mean? So, I mean, personally for me, like, I think you're doing amazing.
Thank you.
And I mean, I don't know you to, you know, but from what I've seen, it's like, keep on going, because we need people like you in this space, right? So keep on doing your thing, girl.
I appreciate you.
Of course. When you're deciding whether to work with a brand or creative, what are the key things you look for?
Ideally alignment, whether that's through branding, messaging, just overall structure of their business or brand. I think it kind of goes back to not all money is good money. Not all partnerships are good partnerships. So I kind of definitely vet and see like who is inquiring and what, you know, or if I'm seeking what can this do for what I have going, and how can we build off of this? Because I don't like one time or one-offs either. I look for things with people that I can build on. So definitely just kind of like a little checklist of like just seeing where they're at, what they have going on for themselves, and if it works. Yeah.
Before we get into our little segment piece, I always ask this question at the end for the girlies, for the creatives all around. 3 pieces of advice for the women listening. What would you want them to walk away with? 3 pieces.
3 pieces of advice. I would say follow your gut. My intuition is very strong. I'm able, and my discernment is also really great as well. If you smell a rat, it's there. It's there.
I've never heard that one before.
Yeah. I have worked with a lot of different people, a lot of people that sell you something, and it doesn't quite actually, it's not that at all. So really just sticking true to yourself, and just beware of certain energies.
Absolutely.
Another thing would be you grow through what you go through. That is near and dear to me. I think of it like a lily pad that grows in the mud. I think it's very important to understand how you got to a certain position and take those steps, and, you know, don't ever forget where you came from.
Absolutely.
And the last thing was every L is a lesson, not a loss. Everything that someone be like, damn, like that's so unfortunate. I really try to understand like what was this lesson and what did I learn, and how can this teach me to either be a better person, a better partner, business owner, friend, whatever. Every O is a lesson. It's not a loss.
I love that. I definitely have the same perspective, so I love that, hearing that somebody else understands that too. Because not everybody thinks with that same mindset. It's very beautiful. So we're going to play a little segment. So basically we have confidence, career, and dating. So we're going to ask a question. We're going to pick one and ask each other a question. Okay?
Cool.
All right. Go first.
I'm going to choose confidence for you.
Well, it's every category. So you choose one for every category.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. So what's something that people assume about your success that isn't true?
First of all, I don't even consider myself successful yet, but I'm successful in a way where it's like I'm growing to that point.
You did reach your goal. You just keep raising the bar.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So it's not that you're not successful. You are successful in this season, but every time that you keep adding to what you have going on, that just you're being more successful.
Right.
Look at where we're at.
Yeah.
Look at what you're doing. This is a successful moment. Okay? So
Success,
it's not that you're
10% every single day. I feel like it rises.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Period. Okay. Let's see. Let's do this one. Have you ever faked confidence in a room?
Hell yeah. What? All it's when I tell you, working in hospitality, I work with grown ass men. Like they're all in their freaking 40s. And when I first got into the industry, because I've never worked in service before, I was just like, okay, I have to seem like I know what I'm doing.
Right.
And once you exude that, it just comes back in return. Like, I just see how the respect that people give me because I lead with that.
Right.
And I also too, I also live by not looking how you feel. Yes. I have made it my duty since, I want to say 2024-ish, to put that shit on, whatever that means to you, and look good. Because I've seen, like, I walk into that room and I feel more confident because I like the way that I look. And that also, like, whether it's a compliment about how I look, my jacket, whatever I'm wearing, it's conversation starters. Right. People always tell me, like, yo, like, I just literally just watch you walk and you are just fierce and incredible. I'm just like, ooh, and I start feeling myself and I'm like, wait, like, I'm doing this because this is just how I walk. Right. So even knowing that I walk the walk, it's just, okay, talk the talk. You are the package. Yeah. Point blank, period. Yeah. So.
Rihanna said, fake it till you make it, baby. All right. What's something you're pretending not to care about but actually do?
What's something that I'm pretending not to care about that I actually do in regards to my career?
We getting deep.
Ooh, I'm hungry. Sorry if you heard that, y'all. I'm hungry. I didn't even hear anything. No, the mic might have picked it up. What's one thing that I don't like that I pretend not to care about? Oh, late payments.
That's why I like a 9 to 5, because I know I'm gonna get my check. Exactly. I know I'm gonna get my check 2 weeks.
Thank you.
And I don't have to be like, where's my money? Can you please pay me?
Yeah.
I don't understand that one bit.
Yeah. That's the only thing. Like, I get it. I don't like it, but I do pretend that, yeah, bro, it's okay. I know you got me. I mean, hold on. I'll say this. Sometimes I put it off because I know my rainy day coming up, and I'm just like, all right, it's gonna hit then, and I'm gonna be good then. Okay. But listen, yeah,
God will always provide.
Amen. Okay? Amen. Right. And that He will. Would 18-year-old you be proud of you?
Hell yes. And I'm gonna explain why. Yeah. Because 18-year-old me wouldn't even step into the rooms that I step in today. Wow. And didn't have the confidence, didn't have anything. So yeah, I feel like for me personally, I make sure I take a risk every single day. And that's what has grown my confidence over the past few years, because I used to tell myself I couldn't do it, and now I prove to myself anything I put my mind to, I can do. Yeah, I think she'd be super proud. 18-year-old me was in college and wanted to actually to do it instead of just saying, oh, I want to do these things. I actually did them. Yeah. And everything that I prayed for a few years ago, I'm living in those prayers. Period. Or I've been blessed with them. So yeah.
I love that. Yes. Okay. Dating.
Let's see. Let's see this one. Have you ever dated someone who couldn't handle your ambition?
Oh, yes. I think some people actually like the thought of dating me, but when they start dating me, they don't really understand what that means. And yeah, I don't think they really truly understood what they signed up for. Yeah. Because I have to be in a lot of people's faces. I have to talk to a lot of people. I'm interacting with a lot of different people. So you need to be secure with yourself. Right. And know that you are good, and if you can handle someone like me. And I give my partner the utmost respect. Like, I let it be known, like, hey, this is what it is. It's none of that funny business. Like, you don't have to worry about me. Yeah. But I've seen it, like, I've seen people that compliment my drive and I love how much you work, but now you're in it and it's just like, oh, you work too much. Or like, oh, like, do you have to go out that late? Or like, I'm just like, bro, what?
Because a lot of men want a housewife, and some people, some girlies want to work. Yeah. Like, you want to get your own money. Firstly, for me, like, let's get money together. Yeah. Like, why can't we do these things together? But I love when a woman, first of all, I love when a woman wants to work and doesn't just depend on a man. Yeah. To just, take it over.
Yes. So. I'm very, very independent. Very independent. So, yeah, just whoever can handle that. Yeah. Okay. Truth or dare. Tell us about your worth situationship or relationship.
Damn. I don't have a worst.
Okay.
I will say though, because I'll say my best.
Okay.
How about that? Because I can't. I mean, right now.
That's so
We've been
sweet.
together for 3 years so far. So.
I love that. Love is love.
Love is love.
Cheers
Black
to love. I'm
Yes.
single. I'm dating.
And that's, you know what? Outside is disgusting.
It is.
So honestly,
it is.
You know.
Yeah.
You're gonna find that person, and when you do.
Yes. I might be there. We'll see. We'll
We're
see.
manifesting.
Check up on me in like a year.
Manifesting a husband for Ashlee.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. It's free.
It's gonna be there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be there. Okay, well that was all. Do you wanna drop your social so they know where to find you?
Yes. You can find me on Instagram at Ashlee, ASHLEE. It's no Y. .jmarie on all socials. Actually, I'm only just really on Instagram and TikTok. So yeah. Hope to see you there. And the Createor Network. It's CREATEOR. The reason why the word 8 is in there because there's a culinary experience brewing and then network that's on Instagram. So yeah, I have an event coming up. Hope to see you there. Yes, I have them every other month. It's called Cocktails and Conversations. That's the networking event. It's going to be a game night, which is going to be really fun. And I try to have them between Brooklyn and Manhattan. So
a good
balance.
You're not going to Staten Island.
Yes. Oh, what? No. Is that even a real, like, come on.
It's a borough, but it's not a borough.
It's not. I haven't been there in like maybe like 5 years.
Period.
Or more. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Ashlee. It was a pleasure having you
Thank
on
you.
the pod.
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
it.
For the creatives.
Yes, for the creatives.
Yes.
Okay?
Cheers.
We outside. Cheers. Okay. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. We have DJ Uniforia coming on next week. Okay. So
that's my girl.
Let's get to it. Okay. See you then.
Bye.